Hello, everybody. It's Damon. How are you doing? As promised, I was saying basically that the next video will be about the top 20 WCW Hulk Hogan hilarious moments. The reason we being is because on July 24th, 2025, Hulk Hogan passed away to complication of to do health complications, due I think it's cardiac arrest, and we found out he also had chronic lymphoma, chronic leukemia, sorry. So I thought, I know he has many memories in WWE. And I thought the best way that I wanted to basically pay tribute in a way is to look at sometimes the levity part, sometimes the hilarious parts. And in WCW, there has been at least 20 moments that made me laugh really loudly, and a lot of them are unintentional. So for that, we'll start with number 20. In Nitro in 2000, soon after the WCW reboot, Hulk Hogan showed up with a FUNB hoodie. And what made me laugh wasn't just Allison Hogan trying to be edgy with his American Made song, but all of a sudden, one of his promos, I'm not going to do his voice, but he was saying, NB stands for New Blood. You figure out the rest, brother. And I thought it was so ridiculous that basically the first instant that you see the reboot of WCW, Hogan tries to be edgy and tries to basically carry around this uh, carry around this hoodie that meant nothing and honestly was a one feud only. And again, the New Blood angle was crap. I'll get into that later, but it's like that angle made me laugh. So, as well as that promo. Number 19. On one of the Nitros 1999, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair had just finished winning a match when all of a sudden somebody threw a toilet roll at Hogan as he was going to the back, and the camera was going for the next segment, which was a Sid Vicious "Why Me Goldberg" segment. The toilet roll throwing made me laugh out loud because it's like one of those things in a movie where an extra basically flubs something or it kind of ruins the seriousness of a scene. That's basically what made me laugh, number 19. So here you go. Number 18. It's a claim of Hulk Hogan claiming that he put over Kidman, tried to make him a star, and yet you say that you get Kidman pin him twice. Pin twice outside of a match would make nothing, no sense, which meant nothing. But Hogan pinned Billy Kidman at Slammiversary 2000 and Great American Bash 2000, and somehow, someway, he was befuddled over the attempts, basically befuddled at the fact that Kidman did not go on to be a main eventer. And it's hilarious on many levels. It's first of all, Russo thought that fluke pins like this would make a star. Russo thinks that pinning a star necessarily makes a star. It doesn't. If if anybody pins, let's say Stone Cold Steve Austin after the interference of 10 other people, it doesn't make you a superstar. It just makes you the recipient or the benefactor of a 10-on-1 muggy. It doesn't make you a star. It makes you look like a punk if you win. So in a way, this second of all, it's a reflection of what Russo thinks making a star is, and it's a reflection also of how garbage the New Blood versus the Millionaires Club was. Let's take maybe let's say 86% to 90% of your roster, turn them heel because they're younger, make them spoiled and entitled to face up against an evil older Millionaires Club, who as much as they can be basically older and basically politic backstage on screen they come up across as main stars. They come up across as people can get business done on their own, and they don't come up as entitled, as spoiled, as whiny as a New Blood. So, way to go, Russo. As much as Vince McMahon butchered the invasion, I dread just thinking about what Vince Russo book invasion angle booked would have been. So that's number 18. Number 17. Hogan called Horace Hogan on one of Nitro promo. He called him Horace. Horace. And he's like said several times for people to start catching on. And me and my brother were just looking at this like, is Hogan saying Horace on TV? Is he trying to be edgy? And I think my answer was something, well, he did just use a powerbomb on a pay-per-view, so it's like he's evolving. It's like he nearly became hardcore Hogan, but it's still hilarious that Hulk Hogan thought it was great to do this. It thought it would put Horace Hogan, Horace, Horace Hogan, he thought that would basically make him put him over. Spoiler, it didn't. And it's not Hogan's fault, it's because his cousin was not charismatic. But whatever. Number 16. After Hulk Hogan win his second world title out in WCW at Ogwal 96, Hulk Hogan, Hall, and Nash were confronted uh by Ed Leslie. Now he was the brother Broody Man, soon to be disciple. Basically, he just seems like he gives a happy birthday cake to Hulk Hogan, who for no reason turns on Brutus Beefcake for no reason, and fast help him transition to a new gimmick, the disciple, which is what basically was what I think was like a seventh or 11th gimmick that the Ed Leslie had just in WCW alone. And it's hilarious because it serves no purpose. Ed Leslie could have basically joined NW and have been fine, would have been okay because he's a former WBF guy, WB guy. And it's like, why did he turn on him? That's hilarious. Okay, that's 16. Now we're going to the really hilarious 15. The Yeti. Halloween Havoc 995. Do I need to say more? All of a sudden, a Yeti that's actually more gigantic than the Giant this time at this point, and you had the double-sided bear hug from Giant and Yeti, and see on YouTube, and I dare you not to laugh. I don't even see what they were looking for Halloween Havoc 95 with the monster truck battle as well. That could have been, I could have basically put it there, but I'll put it around with number 14 because it's more associated with this. Number 14, the monster truck battle, as well as Hogan throws the Giant off the roof from Halloween Havoc 95. That was hilarious. Spending the whole evening basically pretending that Hulk Hogan threw somebody else to their death. And all of a sudden, Hulk Hogan, Giant comes back later to no pop whatsoever, training the crowd that maybe there'd be no main events. And there's one that ends in a DQ. And somehow, some way, the DQ ends up with the Giant win his first world title. Because Hulk Hogan cannot job, brother. He couldn't get pinned. No, he had to lose his title by disqualification, brother. That didn't work for him back then, brother. That's number 14. 13. I get 95 because I just reminded myself of this. World War III, the Observe This Brother promo from Hulk Hogan. For some reason, after spending basically he spent like a lot of part of October, November, like in a different attire, like to the flirtation, the dark side of Hulk Hogan, only to come back to the red and yellow. That's fine. That's fine. But for no reason, he takes a wrestling observer from Dave Meltzer. He basically said that he laughs out the claim that Macho Man has an arm injury, and basically you see Savage and his Sting, and Hulk Hogan said, "Observe this, brother," and he threw the observer list into a trash can and fire, basically in a dumpster fire. And what makes me laugh is Sting was focused on the fire and was a bit worried about it. And it's like that was a promo that serves no purpose at all. And it's a lot of Hogan in WCW. It's like a lot of Hogan promo in WCW. It's like it felt like sometimes, I mean, it felt like basically Hogan would have a promo just for the sake of promo. I mean, hell, during the 3 hours Nitro era, sometimes Hogan would have more than two promos segments in the same show. It's like sometimes it felt like he had. Did he have in his contract he had to have more than one promo per episode? It's like, see how much it makes me laugh. I'm starting to lose my speech abilities. I mean, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Go see that. It's hilarious. Number 12, again from Hogan 95, Phantom of the Opera, Hulk Hogan. I mean, for no reason, he puts on a mask. Savage joins him, and nobody tries to call him out on it. Sting doesn't call him out. He's becoming strange. It's like, oh, okay, it's just Hogan. He's just doing this. That's fine. That's fine, brother. Uh, yeah. Hogan in the Dungeon of Doom. Oh boy. You think about you talk about crap, wrestle crap. That's wrestle crap in a bottle, man. But yet somehow, some way, it's pleasant wrestle crap when you don't see it now. Now you see it, it's like it's hilarious. Ah, I miss WCW. Number 12. I'm sorry, that's number 12. Number 11. Fall Brawl 99, 1999. Hulk Hogan faced Sting in a world title match. And Sting shocked the world by turning heel on Hulk Hogan. And what made me laugh isn't that her heel turn, it's the fact that immediately the fans cheered. Go watch this. The fans didn't boo. Most people cheered. I mean, Sting was their guy, was WCW's guy. And bar helping the Wolfpack, he didn't really turn on WCW. He helped it. And all of a sudden, Hulk Hogan, the guy who mainly turned against WCW, trying to say that, hey, he's a face and Sting will be the heel. No. Sting, in one way or another, always stayed true to WCW. And the moment he slammed the bat to Hulk Hogan, people cheered. Like, they tried for a month or so they tried so hard to make Sting the heel afterwards, and it didn't work. It was a 1 month heel turn. When a heel turn doesn't last that much, it basically says we're not gonna boo this guy. We like him too much for this to happen, or maybe we kind of agree with the character. So that's number 11. Number 10, Uncensored 99. Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, uncensored, to me is the cream of the crap. It's always hilarious to see these guys face up at Uncensored. I mean, this time it was a world title first blood cage match. If Flair loses, he has to retire. Eventually, of course, evidently, Flair bet like in 2-3 minutes. The match didn't stop. It continued on, and it ended up with Flair cheating the whole match against the NWO leader. And Hulk Hogan was supposed to be heel, but Hulk Hogan was portrayed as a babyface in that match, which led to Arn Anderson assaulting Ric Flair's son, scaring off Torrie Wilson, and throwing a tire iron to Ric Flair, who used it to win against Hulk Hogan and pinned him in a match that's not supposed to be a pinfall match, and he still wins the title. Unforgettably bad and unforgettably awesome. And it's so bad it becomes awesome. It's like The Room for a wrestling show. To me, that's what Uncensored represents to me. It's like so bad it becomes good movie. It's so bad it becomes a good pay-per-view. It's like it's hilarious. Like why is there pinfall added out of nowhere? And why is Hulk Hogan portrayed as the face in all this? Never mind. I'm not gonna get my answer now. Number 9, the Ultimate Warrior in the mirror. And basically, Hulk Hogan pretended that basically everybody sees the warrior in the mirror, but it's just in his head. It's like, I know they took something similar with the Undertaker Randy Orton feud, and it was just as crappy then. It's like, some things works in movies that don't work in wrestling, okay? Or some things work in movie and TV shows, but not in wrestling, because for this to happen in a movie, if in a movie a character sees something in the mirror, it's because we're a spectator, we're not part of the movie set. We're not part of the story, but we see one character sees something in the mirror that everybody else doesn't. It doesn't work in wrestling because it's like the Ultimate Warrior is in the mirror and the viewers in the audience in the same area as the show's going on sees what's happening. So it doesn't work. It doesn't make it seem like Hogan's hallucinating. It makes Bischoff look like a dumbass for not seeing the Warriors in the mirror. So that was hilarious. Number 8, again, Uncensored 96. Just the title makes me laugh. Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage faces off against the Alliance to End Hulkamania, which includes Ric Flair, WCW World Champion Ric Flair, WCW TV Champion Lex Luger, and half of the Tag Team Champion. For some reason, he's part of the Dungeon of Doom. Arn Anderson, Mang, Kevin Sullivan, Jeep Swanson. I think there's a 7th person, and Zeus. It's 2 against 8. And of course, Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage win. And by pinning whom, you think? Of course, WCW World Champion Ric Flair. Oh my God. It's like, you wonder why I'm laughing now? Go watch that stuff and don't tell me it's not ridiculous. Don't tell me it's not risible. I mean, the stuff the crap that happened before the NWF, before Hogan turned on WCW from the NWO, like it was a lot of crap. I mean, number seven. This is not really this is not a match. It's a moment. The reviving top rope elbow from Randy Savage to Hulk Hogan. Imagine if somebody put a finisher on, let's say on John Cena, for an example, to revive John Cena. CM Punk does a GTS. All of a sudden, John Cena's back in form, baby. That's the equivalent here. That's the equivalent to this. It's like it makes no sense. We talk about no psychology of people. That's no in-ring psychology from many current wrestlers. That makes no sense. It's not like basically, hey, you know what? Savage is his opponent. No, he's not his opponent. He's his friend. I'm surprised Randy Savage said yes to that angle because it kind of like it diminished the credibility of the top rope elbow by doing so. So I don't know what happened there. So number seven, and I'm losing my voice. Number six, the strap match. The strap match promos in 1000. You know which one from Uncensored 1000. The strap match promos talk about basically raw pink meat and the skin bubbling. Go watch those promos and tell me, and I dare you not to bust out laughing. And don't mean just laughing a little bit, like laughing out loud. Watch those promos and tell me you're not going to laugh. I dare you. Number five, it's not hot. There's no Alcamaniac promo here. It's not hot. There's no Alcamaniac promo here. Oh my God. The old promos, I should have doing like, it's the gift that kept on giving, guys. It's the gift that kept on giving. Number four, Uncensored 95, the strap match with Vader. Have you seen a strap match in which one guy wins by hooking the other person's manager to the wrist and then slapping the four corners with the manager, not the opponent, the manager? It'd be the equivalent of a match of basically, I don't know, you have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. John Cena, imagine at SummerSlam 2014, John Cena faces Brock Lesnar, and out of nowhere, let's say Brock Lesnar misses a charge against the ring post, and that kind of basically takes care of Brock Lesnar at the ringside for a while. And all of a sudden, John Cena rolls Paul Heyman in the ring, hits the FU, pins Paul Heyman, and wins the title, and it's considered as a win against Brock Lesnar. Do you see how stupid that would have been? Like, people can complain, WWE sucked that. Yeah, it did. But that would have been worse. Uncensored 95, strap match. Hogan beat Vader by ragdolling Ric Flair around the ring and touching all four corners. Now, don't tell me that wasn't crappy. That was hilariously crappy, but it was crappy nonetheless. Oh boy, that's not the top three. Top three. This is when we really start being hilarious. Hulk, number three in Nitro 2000, Hulk Hogan and Sid Vicious beat Scott Steiner and Jeff Jarrett when Sid turned on Hogan and pinned Hulk Hogan in the middle of a tag match, in which case Hogan is his partner, and it makes no sense. That's how Sid wins. Watch that match and don't tell me why I laugh. Don't ask me why I laugh. You're gonna end up laughing just as much. I mean, you could have said Sid turned on him and Scott Steiner pins. No, Sid pins him nonetheless and wins. Similarly, number two, Goldberg teams up with the NWO Wolfpack leader Kevin Nash to beat NWO Hollywood's leader Hulk Hogan and the Giants when Goldberg spears and jackhammers Kurt Hennig. Like, this is a thing that be replayed. Me and my brother replayed and start laughing out loud because it's like nobody in the history of tag matches before ever won a tag match by pinning somebody who's not even a participant in said tag match. WWE didn't care to say, whoops, people won't notice. Oh, I noticed. And it still makes me laugh to this day. WCW. You think because NWO basically happened that WCW is not gonna WCW? Yeah, WCW did WCW like TNA with TNA and like AEW with AEW. So that's hilarious. Now, number one, you guessed it, Uncensored 1000, the Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair strap match. But it's not just a strap match, it's basically this. I'll be honest, it's the entire event, or what's leading up to the uncensored strap match. Why is it hilarious? Okay, first of all, there's a certain little star called the late great Psycho Sid Vicious, being the world champion, defending the world title against what was at the time the WWE United States champion Jeff Jarrett, who basically didn't defend his US title since he won it in January of 2000, December 1000, sorry. But it's the fact of it's champion against champion. You expect that match to main event uncensored. Nope. It's not gonna be the main event. It's the match before the main event. And even then, Sid, in that match, you'd think Sid could crush Jeff Jarrett and win by himself, win it with chokeslam or powerbomb. Nope. Jeff Jarrett seems to be on the verge of winning the world title when Hulk Hogan comes by, says, brother, 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 helps. He helps Sid retain the title against Jeff Jarrett. And soon after, the very next match is Hogan versus Flair. And okay, it's a strap match. This time, Flair is the opponent. It's it's not Vader, it's nobody else. And why it makes me laugh? How does a strap match supposed to end? It's supposed to be you carry your opponent around and touch all four corners. How does this match finish? You guessed it. Hulk Hogan delivered the big touch three corners, delivers his three big right hands, big boot, does does the big leg drop, then decides it's a good time to go to cover, and to the surprise of many, the referee decides to count one, two, three, and then afterwards Hogan gets up and touched the four corner. So he beat Ric Flair twice for the price of one. And you wonder why I'm laughing? Put some, you might not put some respect, but put some like on WCW because it deserved it. It was hilarious then, it's hilarious now. So that's how I wanted to basically pay tribute to Hulk Hogan by giving you the top 20 hilarious WCW Hulk Hogan moments. So let me know what you think. I'm just over there still laughing. So on that note, have a great day. Bye.